All right, so here we go. We are going to be working on this respect worksheet today. What I wanted to show you is this is the page we're going to start with. I have asked my son, who's helping me out today, to go ahead and color one for me. So you will need your crayons or markers or whatever you choose to use to color. So the first step is to color your picture. This says respect right here, and there's a girl. Your name goes here, so make sure you write your name. And when I am in my classroom, I always say name on your paper first thing. Okay, so these are going to be some sections for your book. This is another one of those flip books like we did yesterday. At home, this is how we're going to show respect. At school, we're going to show respect, and in our community, we're going to show respect. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take my scissors and I'm going to cut on the dotted lines. Remember, the dotted lines are these ones right here, and there's one over here also. See if you can see that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is take my scissors, start at the edge, line it up with that line so I can do a really nice job. Cut only right up to the middle of the page like I did yesterday. Only halfway. I'm going to scooch it down. We're going to cut on this line. Cut down. Okay, there we go. So now as you can see, we have 3 sections there, right? Now I'm going to fold it on this long dotted line. Remember, when I fold, I'm going to do my best to line up the corners. I'm going to start with this top corner and line up this edge right here so that there's no overlaps or gaps. Okay, then I'm going to do my next one, same thing, no overlaps or gaps. Push along the side to make it flat. Then I'll take my third section. Now I get to line up this bottom corner here. Make sure there's no overlaps or gaps. Okay, once that's done, it looks like this. Then I get to write inside. So I need to see, oh, here's one thing to know. If you use marker, it will show through. And that's okay, but it does make it so you cannot see as well. So I'm going to think about at home. Oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera there. At home, what is something I can do to show respect? And in our Otters book, we talked about showing respect. So I'm thinking about at home. Maybe I can, what can I do? I could do a lot of things at home. One thing I might do is to thank my parents for their help. So thank mom or dad. So thank dad. So this is one thing I can do is say thank you to mom or dad. Okay, so then I'm going to close that one up. I would love it if you want to come up with more than one. You may. In school, when I'm at school, what is something I can do to show respect? Mrs. Dinter's favorite is probably listen to your teacher. I'm going to do my pencil wants to break today, doesn't it? I know there's a silent T in listen. T, oo, I. My, Y says I here. Listen to my T, E, Ch, Listen to my teacher. Okay, that's a super great way to show respect in school. If I'm having a hard time writing, is it okay for me to draw a picture instead if it's really, really hard? Yes, it is. It would be okay, but I want you to remember this. I want you to practice writing as much as you're able to. So if you can write it, maybe even if you just wrote listen and then you drew a picture, that would be okay. All right? Sometimes we adapt because we need to. How about in my community? That means when I go places around town, when I go to the store. Right now, what's one thing we're doing a lot of to show respect to people around us? What are we wearing on our faces? Our mask, that's right. So I can wear wear my mask. All right, so if I wear my mask, I'm respecting the people next to me that don't want to get coronavirus. I might not have it, but we want to keep each other safe. And by doing that and showing respect by wearing our mask, we are showing respect in our community. All right, good job, guys. Have fun doing your craft. All right, so we've been talking about respect, right? We've been talking about how to show respect and being polite. This says, that's polite. Fill in the speech bubbles with polite things to say. So being polite is when you use respect when you talk to someone. So we're going to brainstorm a little bit, and this is kind of hard because you're not here to help me. I'm here figuring out what I think you would say. So I'm going to write down what I think you might think of. So that's polite. What are some things that are polite we could say? And if you're watching this video, shout it out. Don't scream, but tell me what you think we could say. All right? Now Mrs. Dinter's going to use a pen. That's so you can see it really well here. When you do your work, I would really like for you to please use your pencil. Pencils are the best thing to use, plus the erase. And sometimes we make mistakes. We all do. So this is where we're going to write. The first one, let's think of something polite. Oh, I show respect to my husband when he does the dishes and I say, thank you. So I'm going to write, thank you. I could do an exclamation point after it because that means I really mean it. There's emphasis in an exclamation point. When I just put a period, it just means thank you. When I say an exclamation point with it, it means thank you. Polite words. We could say, we could say, please. If we want something, we don't just expect that just because we want to, we're going to get it. We could say, please, may I? Please, may I? Maybe we want to have a piece of cake, and Mom and Dad might say yes or they might say no. Just because we ask doesn't mean it has to be a yes, right? Some days are yes days and some days are no days. All right, over here we have this speech bubble. We've said thank you. We've said please. Let's pretend we're with our friends. How could we be polite with our friends? Could we share? What if we share by saying, do you want a turn? Do you want a turn? That is a question, so I end it with a question mark. Do you want a turn? Those are some things I could say. That's very polite to take turns. We could also say please or thank you to our friends. Here's another polite thing. When we do something that's not very kind, maybe we make a bad choice once in a while and we know that wasn't the best thing to do. Maybe we need to make it right. Mrs. Dinter's a big believer in making it right after we make a mistake. So we could say, I'm sorry. Oops, S-O-R-R-Y. That's a little extra something right there. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, just like I said. Okay, so I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry I yelled. I'm sorry I was not patient. And then Mrs. Dinter's having a little issue with her recording device, so please be patient with my wiggles. Thank you, please. Do you want to turn? I'm sorry, and what's another polite thing to say to your friend? What if we gave them a compliment? A compliment is when we say something kind about how a person is, or what they look like, or something to be encouraging to them. What if we said, you are nice? N-I-C-E. You are nice. Now, I am going to end it with a period because it is a full sentence. You are nice. Now, what if I wanted to do another one? I could write some more over here in the areas around it. What if I was mad and I wanted to be polite? I knew that it was the best thing to do, but it was really hard. What if I was mad and I wanted to say, I don't like you? Would that be polite? No, it wouldn't be kind, would it, to use those kind of words? So that's a good time. It's okay to say the truth, but we don't have to say it mean. So say what you mean, but don't say it mean. So let's say somebody's being mean to you, and you don't like that. Is it okay to say, stop being mean? You bet it is. We can say, stop being mean to me. Or we can say, please use kind words, right? We don't always have to be, how do I want to say that? Sometimes when we tell the truth about what's happening, it's really, really important, because we need to stand up for ourselves sometimes, but we need to do it in a kind way. So that's polite is right here, and I'm going to see if I can make this work better. So that's polite. That's the whole page. So you don't have to write what I wrote. You're gonna figure out 5 things that you could say that's polite. All right, thanks friends. Thanks for your patience with my wiggle.